Archangel Michael says, the shadows around you have been moving quietly, not to harm you physically, but to entangle you in a hidden plan that could shake your future. Someone, far more powerful than you may have imagined, has already chosen your photograph, studying every detail, waiting for the right moment to act. This is not an ordinary move. This is a calculated step to create a secret account, one you will never be told about until it's too late. They have been gathering fragments of your life without your consent, weaving them into a false identity that mirrors your own. You may not have noticed, but your image is already in places you didn't approve, stored on devices you've never touched. Their silence is the most dangerous part. They believe the absence of noise will keep you unsuspecting. Each passing day they are getting bolder, but still patient, as if they are waiting for a specific date circled in their mind. That date will mark the beginning of a chain of events you may not be able to reverse once it starts. They want this to happen without you even sensing the danger. You need to understand, this is not about a simple misuse of your photograph. This is about a financial mask they plan to wear, with your face as the disguise, moving in a world that will believe they are you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, the person behind this has access to doors that others cannot open. They know how to hide transactions, how to route money through shadows, and how to make sure every trace leads back to the wrong name, yours. Their influence allows them to stay unseen, but their confidence is also their weakness. Your picture was not taken randomly. It was chosen because it carries a certain aura, a trustworthiness that they can manipulate in front of institutions. They believe that your identity can unlock places their own never could. That is why the account they are preparing will be hidden not just from you, but from the public eye entirely. In their mind, this is already a success. They can see themselves moving funds without anyone knowing, walking through security checkpoints with ease because every piece of proof says they are you. They are building this deception with precision, like an artist perfecting a masterpiece. But even the most skilled hands leave traces when touched by divine light. The angels have begun placing signs around you, subtle warnings to awaken your awareness before the first move is made. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Your instincts will feel sharper in the coming days. You may find yourself avoiding certain people without knowing why, or glancing over your shoulder at just the right time. These are not coincidences, they are signals, guiding you away from the traps being set. The person behind this is not working alone. There is a network, silent and disciplined, each playing their role to make sure the secret account thrives without exposure. But the more people involved, the more fragile their secrecy becomes. Soon, you will notice an unusual message, a call, or an unexpected request to send a clear picture of yourself. It will be disguised as something harmless, but its true purpose is to complete the final piece of their plan. That picture will become the key they need to lock you out of your own identity. Do not fall for familiarity. The approach may come from someone you already know, or someone connected to a friend who has never suspected anything. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Archangel Michael says, they believe that fear will keep you silent if you ever discover what they've done. They think the weight of their influence will prevent you from speaking up. But they underestimate the strength that heaven has already placed inside you. Every detail of their scheme is being recorded in the unseen realm. Every false signature, every transfer, every moment they pretend to be you is noted, and when the right time comes, justice will not just expose them, it will dismantle them. Until then, you must move with careful steps. Protect your images, avoid sending personal documents, and be mindful of anyone requesting access to your likeness. The fewer traces they can gather, the weaker their foundation becomes. The time is near when they will try to push this plan into reality. But the closer they get, the more visible they become to the watchful eyes protecting you. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Archangel Michael says, their confidence is swelling because no one has yet challenged them. They speak about you in quiet rooms, their tone cold and deliberate, as they map out how your photograph will slip into the system unnoticed. They think your life is too busy to notice the undercurrent of danger flowing beneath it. The truth is, your image is already in their possession, and they are rehearsing every step of the process to make sure their plan goes off without a flaw. They have access to connections who know how to create documents that look unquestionable, papers that will pass through even the sharpest inspections. Every detail they forge will be one more thread pulling you into their hidden world. They believe the moment they open that secret account, their control will be absolute. It will not just be money moving in the dark, it will be power shifting hands, with your identity acting as the shield for their crimes. And once that door is opened, they will keep it hidden so deep, it will take divine intervention to reveal it. You are not powerless in this. Already, the light has begun to shine in places they thought would remain dark forever. Your name is being whispered in rooms they cannot hear, rooms where your protection is being planned. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The angels are placing blockades in their path. What once looked like a straight road for them is starting to twist, making their movements slower, their actions riskier. They may not know it yet, but every delay is giving you more time to secure yourself. In the next few days, you may hear about a sudden change in someone's tone toward you. Perhaps they will start being overly kind or strangely distant. Both are signs that they are adjusting their strategy. They are testing your awareness, wondering if you have sensed what is coming. Every small slip they make now is a sign of weakness. Their arrogance was built on the belief that you would remain blind, but each silent nudge from above is making you harder to fool. They don't realize how close you are to unraveling their disguise. A certain message will soon reach you. It may be a request for a meeting, a job offer, or even an opportunity that sounds too perfect. Inside that offer lies the trap, carefully layered with tempting details to lure you in. Do not rush, because the moment you agree without thinking, you will hand them exactly what they need. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Archangel Michael says, there is a point in their plan they cannot avoid, a moment when they must act openly for just a second. That second will be your opening. It will be when the truth pierces through their walls, and the hidden account they are building with your identity starts to collapse. But until then, they will remain patient, wearing a mask of innocence in public while moving with ruthless intent in private. They have already assigned roles to those helping them, one to acquire your photograph, another to handle the account creation, another to move funds without notice. This is not a lone plot, it's a web. And yet, every web can be torn apart if one strand is broken. Your awareness is that strand. The moment you guard your image, control your documents, and question unusual interactions, the strength of their entire design begins to falter. They will not be able to pretend forever. The same photograph they hope to use as their shield will become the evidence that turns against them. And when that happens, every lie will lead straight to their name. Type Amen to get blessing 101. Their movements are becoming more cautious now, almost as if they can feel the invisible eyes watching them. They are aware something is shifting in the air, but they cannot pinpoint the source of the pressure pressing against their plans. That is the divine shield surrounding you, growing stronger with every passing hour. This powerful person once believed they were untouchable. They built their influence on years of manipulation, closing deals in secret, and silencing those who dared to question them. But they have never dealt with the force of angelic intervention before. Every time they try to advance their scheme, an unseen hand rearranges the pieces. Documents go missing, phone calls drop unexpectedly, the right person appears at the right time to block their access. They will call it bad luck, but it is divine timing working in your favor. Soon, you will feel a shift in your energy, a strange heaviness lifting, as though a hidden weight has been pulled away. That will be the sign that one of their strongest allies has stepped back, realizing the danger of continuing. Not everyone in their circle is as loyal as they pretend to be. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, one photograph cannot destroy you if you guard it with wisdom. They depend on your carelessness, on your habit of sharing pieces of yourself without second thought. But the moment you take control, their opportunities shrink. In the coming weeks, there may be moments when you feel an urgent need to check your accounts, your devices, or even the people around you. Follow that instinct without delay. It is your warning signal, guiding you before their actions can settle into permanence. The deeper truth is that their plan is not just about opening a secret account, it's about creating a double life under your name. They want to move as you, speak as you, and appear in places where you have never set foot, leaving a trail that could trap you in their shadow. This is why the angels are moving so fiercely now, cutting off their escape routes before they even begin. One misstep from them will be enough to pull the curtain back. When that moment comes, the revelation will spread faster than they can contain it, and those they trusted most will turn away to protect themselves. In the end, they will be the ones standing alone in the spotlight of truth. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Even now, a file with your photograph is sitting in a hidden location, perhaps on an encrypted device, or inside a locked drawer far from your sight. It is waiting to be passed to someone who knows how to turn it into a key. But the transfer has been delayed again and again, each time for reasons they cannot explain. This is the work of the light, keeping them tangled in their own overconfidence. They have underestimated how quickly the unseen can act when your protection is called into action. Their allies are starting to sense the risk and question if the reward is worth the fallout. The closer they get to their goal, the more mistakes they will make. They might send a message to the wrong person, leave a trace on the wrong device, or speak in front of someone who is loyal to you without realizing it. When that happens, their empire of secrecy will begin to crumble from the inside. Your role now is to remain watchful but unshaken. Do not react with fear, for fear is the opening they crave. Move with quiet strength, knowing that every step you take is being guided toward safety. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Their patience is wearing thin. For weeks, they believed they could operate in silence, but the delays are eating away at their confidence. What they thought would take days has stretched into months, and the longer it drags on, the more they fear being exposed. Late at night, they sit with your photograph, studying it like a blueprint. They imagine how it will look on the documents, how it will pass through scanners without raising suspicion. But each time they prepare to take the next step, something forces them to pause. Their inner circle is growing restless. Some are questioning whether your image is worth the risk, whispering to each other that the spiritual weight surrounding you feels heavier than before. Those whispers are the cracks in their foundation. The truth is, you are not alone in this fight. Even in moments when you feel isolated, there are forces working tirelessly to keep your name clean. This is why sudden opportunities fall through for them, why their perfect plan never quite reaches the finish line. The divine has already decided that your identity will not be their tool. Type Amen to get blessing 313. Archangel Michael says, their arrogance blinds them to the simplest truth: everything done in darkness eventually comes to light. They cannot hide behind fake smiles and empty reassurances forever. A single mistake will shatter their carefully constructed disguise. That mistake is drawing closer. They are becoming reckless, thinking that one bold move will end their struggle and put everything into place. But what they do not know is that this very move will be the one that unmasks them. You may soon hear a rumor, a fragment of information that seems insignificant at first. Do not dismiss it. It will be the seed of truth, the first visible sign of what they have been plotting. From there, the story will unravel faster than they can control. They will try to reach you again, perhaps with urgency in their voice, pretending it is for your benefit. This is their final attempt to gather what they need from you. Do not yield to it, for that single choice could be the difference between freedom and entanglement. Type Amen to get blessing 505. Already, someone in their circle is preparing to walk away. They have seen enough to know this path leads to destruction. They may even come to you quietly, offering information that confirms your instincts. When this happens, you must listen carefully. Their words will not only reveal names, but also places, times, and exact steps taken to use your photograph for the secret account. It will be the map that allows the light to fully dismantle their plan. This is not the end of the struggle, but it is the turning point. The moment you hold this truth, the balance shifts in your favor. From there, each of their actions will push them closer to their own downfall. Do not be surprised if they begin to panic. They will change their behavior suddenly, trying to cover their tracks and erase evidence. But by then, it will already be too late. Type Amen to get blessing 414. Their panic will not show in public at first. They are too skilled at hiding their emotions. But behind closed doors, their conversations will grow tense, their voices sharp with frustration. The people they once commanded with authority will start avoiding them, sensing the storm that is forming. Every attempt they make to restart the plan will be met with invisible resistance. A wrong file will be sent, a key contact will suddenly disappear, or a crucial approval will be denied without explanation. These are not coincidences, they are the barricades of protection being built around you. Still, they will try to push through, desperate to turn your photograph into the gateway for their hidden account. They believe that once it is open, they can move in the shadows without leaving a trace. But what they fail to realize is that the account itself will be a snare that catches them. In their arrogance, they will forget that the same picture they plan to use against you can be traced back to them. The moment they upload it into a system, it will leave a digital fingerprint that no amount of power can erase. That fingerprint will lead investigators straight to their door. Type Amen to get blessing 272. Archangel Michael says, their downfall will be swift once the chain reaction begins. The allies they trusted most will scatter, unwilling to be dragged into the collapse. Some will even testify against them, eager to save themselves. You will hear whispers before the news becomes public. A name you have been hearing in fragments will suddenly be connected to an official investigation. This will confirm everything you have felt but could not prove. It will be a strange moment. Both relief and disbelief will wash over you. You will remember the unease that lingered in your spirit, the silent warnings that told you to stay alert. And you will know without question that you were protected every step of the way. But before that day comes, you must continue to guard yourself. They may make one last desperate move, trying to pull you in before the walls close around them. They will dress it as an urgent favor, a business deal, or even a personal request. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Their desperation will show in the speed of their actions. The careful patience they once had will be gone, replaced by a frantic rush to complete the account before it's too late. But this rush will cause mistakes, and those mistakes will be their undoing. You will see their mask slip. It may be a sudden shift in their voice, a sharp edge in their words, or a nervous glance they can't hide. It will be enough to confirm everything the angels have been showing you. When this happens, stand your ground. Do not let fear guide your decisions. Your silence and caution will speak louder than any confrontation. Because even without your direct involvement, the truth will catch them. The very system they are trying to manipulate will turn against them. And their secret account will never hold a single coin under your name. Type Amen to get blessing 646. Their circle will begin to shrink faster than they can control. Those who once moved in silence for them will start avoiding calls, ignoring messages, and refusing meetings. Loyalty will dissolve under the weight of fear, because everyone knows the truth is circling closer. One of their trusted contacts will betray them, not out of kindness toward you, but out of self-preservation. This person will hand over documents, timelines, and names that connect every step of the plan. Among those papers will be proof that your photograph was the key to the entire scheme. The revelation will spread quietly at first, passing from one cautious whisper to another. Then, like a sudden crack in a dam, the information will spill into the open. No amount of influence or money will be able to contain it. They will try to silence the leak, calling in favors, and offering desperate promises to those who know too much. But it will be useless, the story will already be moving beyond their reach. The powerful image they once held over people will fade into something pitiful. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Archangel Michael says, there is a moment coming when you will see their name where you never expected it. It could be in an official notice, a breaking headline, or a discreet report sent to the right hands. When you see it, you will know the battle is over. The account they worked so hard to open will never exist in the way they planned. Every forged signature, every false document, and every hidden transaction will be locked away as evidence. The very tools they crafted to harm you will be the chains that bind them. You will not need to speak to them again. By the time the dust settles, they will be removed from your path completely. Their absence will feel like the lifting of a shadow you didn't realize had grown so heavy. And you will finally breathe freely, knowing that the photograph they tried to weaponize against you has been reclaimed by the light. It will no longer be in their hands, nor in the hands of anyone who seeks to harm you. Instead, it will be marked by divine protection, untouchable by darkness. Type Amen to get blessing 939. From that moment forward, a new sense of confidence will rise in you. The fear that once lingered at the edge of your thoughts will dissolve, replaced by clarity and strength. You will see people more clearly, who is genuine, and who hides behind false smiles. This experience will leave you wiser, sharper, and far more aware of how easily trust can be misused. Yet it will not make you bitter. Instead, it will deepen your connection to the guidance that saved you. Every instinct, every pause, every sudden change in your path will now be recognized as divine strategy. And though they may try to rebuild somewhere far away, they will never again cross into your life. Because the moment their plan failed, the spiritual door to you was locked permanently. Only those meant to bring good into your life will be allowed near from this point on. Type Amen to get blessing 727. Their final days of control will feel like quicksand beneath their feet. The harder they try to move, the deeper they sink into the consequences they once thought they could avoid. Every conversation they have will carry the weight of suspicion, every door they knock on will open with hesitation. The same people who once praised them will now watch from a distance. No one will want to be seen at their side, knowing the truth is no longer hidden. They will feel the isolation they tried to push onto you, and it will eat at them from the inside. A final attempt to salvage their plan will come, a risky move, made in desperation. But instead of saving them, it will become the final proof needed to seal their fate. This act will connect every thread together, leaving no room for denial. In the moment of exposure, the photograph they plan to use against you will be displayed as evidence. It will no longer be their weapon, it will be the mark of their downfall. And everyone present will see the truth for what it is. Type Amen to get blessing 515. Archangel Michael says, you will not need revenge, because justice will arrive without your hand lifting a single stone. The system they thought they could bend will stand against them. Every lie they told will return, echoing in the halls they once walked with pride. You will watch as their influence unravels piece by piece. The whispers that once worked in their favor will turn into voices calling for their removal. They will have nowhere left to hide, no safe place to continue the deception. And when their name is finally spoken in public with the weight of their crimes attached, you will feel the release you've been waiting for. It will not just be relief, it will be the quiet certainty that you were always meant to be protected from this. Your trust in the unseen guidance will deepen more than ever before. The photograph will be returned to you in spirit, cleansed from the touch of those who meant you harm. It will remain yours and yours alone, never to be stolen again. And with it, your peace will return, stronger than before. Type Amen to get blessing 414. From that point on, you will move differently in the world. Not with fear, but with the quiet strength of someone who knows they are never alone in the fight. You will recognize the signs of danger long before they reach your door. Opportunities will come that are pure, free from manipulation and hidden agendas. The people who enter your life will be those who see you for who you truly are. Not as a tool for their schemes, but as a soul deserving of respect. And every step forward will feel lighter, because the weight of deceit has been lifted. Their story will fade, but yours will grow brighter. And this chapter, though dark, will be remembered as the moment you stood untouched in the middle of a storm meant to break you. The light will continue to walk with you, guarding what is yours, always. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Even after their downfall begins, remnants of their influence will try to linger like fading shadows at the edge of your light. A few silent supporters may attempt to carry out smaller pieces of the plan, thinking they can succeed where the leader failed. But without the central force driving them, they will be scattered, weak, and unable to coordinate. Every false door they try to open will slam shut before it can harm you. Your photograph, once a target, will now be under a seal of protection so strong that even in the digital realm, its misuse will trigger intervention. It will be as if a divine fingerprint rests over it, blocking any unauthorized hand from touching it again. In their quiet moments, they will replay their mistakes over and over. The nights will be longer, the silence heavier, and the realization sharper that their own greed led to this collapse. What they thought was power will reveal itself to be the root of their undoing. Your name will be cleared in every circle where it was whispered in doubt. The truth will travel further than the lies ever did, restoring not only your reputation but also the trust of those who matter most. And you will rise from this with more respect than you had before the plot began. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Archangel Michael says, the closing of this chapter is not just protection, it is a preparation. You have been refined in awareness, sharpened in discernment, and strengthened in spirit. The lessons learned here will guard you in ways you cannot yet imagine. A new phase of opportunity will unfold, one where your image is seen not as a tool for deceit, but as a symbol of resilience. People will be drawn to your story, inspired by how you overcame without sinking into bitterness. The same photograph that nearly became a weapon will now be tied to your victory. Every attempt to use it against you in the future will dissolve before it even begins. Those who try will feel an unseen resistance, a force they cannot explain, pushing them away from their intent. It will be the continuing shield you earned through this trial. And as you walk forward, you will do so with the certainty that no matter how powerful someone appears, the truth will always have the final word. Your path ahead will be lined with clarity, trust, and the unshakable knowing that you are watched over in ways beyond the human eye. This is not just the end of their plan, it is the sealing of your safety for years to come. Type Amen to get blessing 212.